Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to talk about countable and uncountable nouns and quantifiers. Let's start. What is a noun? Nouns make up the largest class of words in most languages. A noun is a word that refers to a thing: book, key, car; a person: Charles, Amy, Tony; an animal: cat, tiger, eagle; a place: Mexico, USA; restaurant; a quality: softness, comfortable, cool; an idea: justice, liberty, love; or an action: modeling, swimming, reading. Is usually a single word, but not always. Cake, shoes, and time and a half are all nouns. There is a number of different categories of nouns, but the most important feature of a noun is whether it can be counted or not, referring them as countable or uncountable nouns. It's important to distinguish between countable and uncountable nouns in English because their usage is different in regard to both determiners and verbs. In English grammar, countable nouns are individual people, animals, places, things, or ideas which can be counted. Uncountable nouns are not individual objects, so they cannot be counted. Here we'll take a look at countable and uncountable nouns and provide both countable noun examples and uncountable noun examples. Although the concept may seem challenging, you'll soon discover that these two different noun types are very easy to use. Let's see some of their main characteristics. Countable nouns. They can be counted. They contain singular or plural verbs. They go with a, and, the, my, etc. in the singular. They can be used along with some, any, many, few in the plural. Uncountable nouns. They cannot be counted. They always take singular verbs. They do not go with a, and, to, etc. They can be used alone or with some, any, much, little, etc. Countable nouns are for things we can count using numbers. They have a singular and a plural form. The singular form can use the determiner a or an or the number 1. Anything that can be counted, whether singular, a dog, a horse, a man, an idea, a shop, or plural, 2 dogs, 2 horses, 2 men, 2 ideas, 2 shops, is a countable noun. The following countable noun examples will help you to understand them better. She has 3 dogs. I own a house. I would like 2 books, please. How to form plural? Firstly, nouns have 2 forms, singular and plural. Singular form nouns refer to a single person, place, or thing and are easy to understand. For example, where is the piano? In this sentence, the noun is the word piano and it is singular because there is only one. If there were more than one piano, the sentence would be, where are the pianos? In this case, to change the noun from singular to plural, you just add an s. However, that isn't the rule for every noun. So we'll look in more detail at the different plural rules for nouns. The first rule is the simplest one and follows the same pattern as the pianos example we mentioned in the previous slide. For many nouns, to form the plural, just add the suffix s to the noun. For example, orange, oranges, pen, pens. Or if the word ends with s, x, ch, sh, or z, add the suffix s. For example, dress, dresses, fox, foxes, bench, benches, dish, dishes. The next plural rule is that if the noun ends with y and it is preceded by a consonant, you add s suffix and change the y to an I. For example, cherry, cherries, poppy, poppies. However, if there is a vowel before the letter y, simply add s, without changing anything else. For example, monkey, monkeys, toy, toys, day, days. The next rule is when a noun ends with a vowel, then an O, you only add an S. For example, pistachio, pistachios, stereo, stereos. However, if there's a consonant before the O, in general you add S. For example, hero, heroes, veto, vetoes. A noun ending in F or FE has its own rule. You have to replace F or FE with B and add S. For example, wife, wives, love, loves. Be careful though, because there are exceptions to this rule. Not all words that end in F change in this way. For example, chef, chefs, cliff, cliffs, poop, poops. But we have nouns that don't follow regular rules for forming plurals. Regular plural nouns follow the rules we explained before. These are called irregular plurals. Unfortunately, because they don't follow any pattern, they just need to be learned and memorized. Here is a list of some of the most common irregular words. Child, children. Person, people. Man, men. Woman, women. Tooth, teeth. Foot, feet. Mouse, mice. Goose, geese. Ox, oxen. There are also many words that are of Latin, French, or Greek origin. These also have irregular plural forms. For example, bases, bases. Radios, radi. Syllabus, syllabi. Finally, the most straightforward nouns are those that don't change. They are the same in both the singular and plural form. Some of the most common are sheep, fish, means, species, series, ice, deer. Now let's talk about uncountable nouns that refers to the things we cannot count with numbers. They may be the names for abstract ideas or qualities, or for physical objects that are too small or too amorphous to be counted. For instance, tea, sugar, air, knowledge, beauty, anger, love, money, evidence, research. Even though uncountable nouns are not individual objects, they are always singular and one must always use singular verbs. They usually do not have a plural form. The following uncountable noun examples will help you to gain even more understanding of them. The coffee was too hot to drink. There was a lot of dust in the car. Electricity powers our house. Next, we will explain the relationship between nouns and quantifiers. A quantifier is a word or phrase used before a noun to indicate an amount or quantity of a thing. Examples of quantifiers include many, much, a lot of, and a little. Some quantifiers can only be used with countable nouns, while others are only used with uncountable nouns, and some can be used with both. Here are three lists of quantifiers for use with countable and uncountable nouns, and those you can use with both. First, quantifiers used with countable nouns only. A, for example, a doctor, a pen, a meal, a class, a college. Many, for example, many cups, many books, many libraries, many flights. Few, for example, few questions, few tables, few apples, few holidays, few countries. A few, for example, a few questions, a few problems, a few issues. Second, quantifiers used with uncountable nouns only. Much, for example, much money, much time, much food, much water, much energy. Little, for example, little trouble, little equipment, little meat, little patience. A little bit of, for example, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of sleep, a little bit of snow. There, quantifiers used with countable and uncountable nouns. The, for example, the monkeys, the schools, the teachers, the boats, the bananas, the cheese, the machinery, the luggage, the grass, the knowledge. Some, for example, some table, some stores, some grapes, some cities, some nurses, some time, some news, some bread, some salt, some mail. Any, for example, any forks, any socks, any bathrooms, any waiters, any beliefs, any advice, any soup, any transportation, any goal, any homework. There, second part, quantifiers used with countable and uncountable nouns. No, for example, no magazines, no chocolates, no pilots, no rings, no markers, no travel, no grass, no scenery, no money, no furniture. A lot of, for example, a lot of animals, a lot of coins, a lot of immigrants, a lot of babies, a lot of help, a lot of aggravation, a lot of happiness, a lot of fun. Lots of, for example, lots of computers, lots of buses, lots of parties, lots of colleges. Lots of cake, lots of ice cream, lots of energy, lots of laughter. Finally, to answer the questions how much and how many, certain quantifiers can be used with countable nouns like people, friends, women, others with uncountable nouns like sugar, pasta, time, and still others with all types of nouns, as we will see on these examples. How many is used with countable nouns? How many people came to the concert? Not many people came to the concert. How many friends did you make on vacation? I made a lot of friends. How many women are singing? 20 women are singing in the choir. How much is used with uncountable nouns? How much sugar do you have? I have too much sugar at home. How much pasta should I buy? I think we need 3 boxes. How much time do you have today? I have a lot. We also use how much when we ask the cost of something. For example, how much do these boots cost? They cost $25. How much does this sofa cost? It costs $125. To ask about the price, you can use the phrase how much followed by is for one item or are for more than one item. For instance, how much are these shirts? They are 50. How much is this book? It is $3.25. In conclusion, we can say that a quantifier is a word that usually goes before a noun to express the quantity of the object. For example, a little milk. Most quantifiers are followed by a noun, though it is also possible to use them without the noun when it is clear what we are referring to. There are quantifiers to describe large quantities, as a lot, much, many, small quantities, as a little, a bit, a few, and undefined quantities, as some and any. There are some quantifiers that have a similar meaning but differ because one is used with countable nouns and the other is used with uncountable nouns. So here are examples of the use of these quantifiers. Countable nouns. She plays a lot of sport. Many people take the train to work. We need a few coins for the car park. I went to some meetings in Rome last week. Will there be any managers at the party? Few trains arrive on time. Uncountable nouns. We have a lot of time left. Don't worry. Much Italian wine is sold abroad. The engine needs a little oil. We'll have some free time later this afternoon. Do they need any bread? Little attention is given to the problem of parking. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Okay. As you can see, there is a relationship between countable and uncountable nouns and quantifiers. We are going to put in practice this grammar explanation, solving our Kahoot. Okay. The PIN for the Kahoot is 3366136. Or scan the QR code, please. Thank you, Dianette. Monse, Oscar, Adeli, thanks a lot. Okay, let's start. Okay, for this Kahoot, the results are Cortez Sebas on the first place, Luis Copin on the second place, and Monse Gomez on the third place. Congrats, all of you. Okay, do you have any question, any doubt? No question, no doubt, no comments? Okay. Nada más pedirles de favor que no dejen de entregar sus actividades. Recuerden que cada una de las actividades que hacemos, ya sea de manera presencial o en la plataforma, representan un porcentaje de su calificación. ¿Ok? See you next class. Thank you so much for your time and your attendance. Bye bye.
Profesor, tengo una
Ah,
pregunta.
sí, dime, Natalie.
Eh, ¿Cuándo serían las entregas de bueno, de la unidad 5 y 6?
Ya las puedes hacer, Natalie, para eso están
Ah,
abiertas,
ok.
o sea, para que
Sí,
tú lo
sí.
planees de acuerdo a tus tiempos. Lo que sí
Ok,
debemos
pero...
recordar es que la fecha límite es les dije, el 13 de diciembre, ¿no?
Ah, ok, sí.
Ok, pero considéralo porque recuerda que también les comenté que tenemos dos exámenes, ¿sí? Y también la fecha límite de esos exámenes es el 13 de diciembre para que no se te vaya a juntar todo el trabajo.
Sí, ok, muchas gracias.
Para servirte, Natalie. ¿Alguien más que desea aclarar alguna cosa? De cualquier forma, ya saben que estoy en el WhatsApp o en la plataforma. A veces me tardo un poco porque, bueno, tengo otras actividades que realizar, pero trato de darles siempre respuesta. ¿Ok? No more questions? Ok. See you next class. Bye bye.